Hi everyone, in today's lecture we'll learn about subnetting. But before jumping into subnetting, let's revise our IP address and also understand about subnet mask. So when we talk about IP address, so as I told you before, it is known as the logical address of any device. Now, if we talk about representation, so it has 32 bits in it. We represent it by 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits separated by dot, 8 bits, all total 32 bits. Now in an IP address it consists of two things. The very first is our network and the second is our host. So if let me take an example of class C network. So 192.168.10.1, let's suppose. So the initial 3 octets represent the network and the last one, the last octet 1, represents our host. So when I talk about host, so it ranges from basically the options we have 2 to the power 8. 2 comes from that we have only 2 options, 0 or 1. 8 comes from we have 8 bits, so 2 to the power 8 is 256. So in 256, 0 we can't take 0 because it is assigned for our network. We can't take 255 because it is assigned for our broadcast address. So all total we have range from 1 to 254. So this is the range of our host. Now let's forward to our subnet mask. So subnet mask is used for calculating or to know our network. So we have our IP address and we do the AND operation with our subnet mask to identify our network. Okay, so in subnet mask also we have, as we use only 3 class A, class B and class C, so we have default subnet mask assigned for all of them. So subnet mask is just similar to our IP address, but there is a twist that when we talk about IP address, so to input in our octets we have value ranging from 0 to 255, but here in subnet mask we only have 2 options. The very first is our 0 or 255 we can put. So if I want to take an example, if I want to give an example for class C, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So I want to clarify one thing. When I'm talking about 255, so it is that all the bits are 8 bits are set to all ones. So 1.1.1. So it is all set to 1, that is 1, 8 times 1, so it is equivalent to our 255. Okay, now after understanding this, let's understand subnetting. So subnetting is a concept of dividing our initial network or dividing our main network into smaller subnets. Why we do it? To increase our speed, to increase the security, and there are many more examples. Now let's do subnetting. So what basically we do in subnetting is we borrow we borrow our host bits. We borrow our host bit just to extend our network. So how we do this? For example, if I want to take an example, 192.168.10.1/24. So /24 tells me that we have used there are 24 bits that is set to 1. Okay, so if I made a subnet, for example 192.168.10.1/25, so it means that I borrowed 1. So when I borrowed 1 bit, so I will have 2 subnets. So how the formula is 2 to the power number of bits that I have borrowed. Let's suppose it is /25, so I have borrowed 1, 2 to the power 1, that is I'll have 2 subnets. Let's suppose it is /26, So it is that I have borrowed 2 bits, so 2 to the power 2, that is I'll have 4 subnets, and so on. Now let's go more deeper into it. Let's suppose it is /25. So before it, let's understand of /24. So in 192.168.10 dot, let's suppose 1/24, the network will be 192.168.10.0. This is my network, and the broadcast address will be 192.168.10.255, and my host will be ranging from 1 to 254. Okay, so this is what happened in /24. Now when I talk about /25, so as we have divided into 2 subnets, we have 2 subnets. So let's suppose our IP address is 192.168.10.1. So the network will be 192.168.10.0. This is my first subnet network. Okay, my second will be 192.168.10.128. This is my second subnet, and the broadcast address of the first subnet network will be 192.168.10.127. So the host for first subnet will be ranging from 1 to 126. Okay, now comes to the second subnet. The second subnet will be from 192.168.10.128. This will be my second subnet, and the host for this will be ranging from 129 to 254, and the broadcast address will be 192.168.10.255. Okay, now if I talk about /26, so how we used to identify how many subnets it will have. So the number of bits that I have borrowed, we will put it into the power of 2. So in /26 I borrowed 2, so 2 to the power 2, that I have 4 subnets. So in /26 the subnets I'm going to have will be 0, 32, 64 and 128, and 128. Yes. So yeah, this was it for this subnetting video. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.